I'm back. You never thought you'd see this again, did you? I am back. Pure white better on. Good set of alcohol. It's the Monday Night Raw 3rd hour special cocktail. That's right, because you need that little bit of pick-me-up to get past that 3rd hour. As you know, on these episodes we do a lot of things different. We go through Twitter. Yes, Twitter. It is Twitter. It has that white bird, blue background. Twitter. Am I getting paid? Can I let you in a secret? I honestly didn't know which one to target first. There's been so much going on within the wrestling Twitter universe that it's hectic. I've even spilled more alcohol. Some of the ones that I could have chose out of nowhere was just Sammy Callahan versus Austin Aries. You know, the greatest whatever feud that was. I said I was going to do it, but I never did. The whole Dave Meltzer shabamble. Even I could have gone for Cody Hall again up against the bad boy, Joey Janela, but I didn't want to do that because I was a one-side victory, and Joey put him a new one. But this episode, this week's episode, believe it or not, is none other than Will Ospreay. No, I didn't announce it right. I have to get in the mode of an actual New Japan announcer. Featuring first opponent, Will Ospreay. There we go. Up against none other than the Architect. And he wants to burn it down. None other than Seth Rollins. That's right. It is the match between Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins. See, I even added that little spin on that. But this is going to be interesting. This has been going off on Twitter. And let's just get it underway. But before we do, I need like a ranking system. So in this video, we're going to do rankings purely by burner downs. Yeah, that's the ranking for Seth. And Sky King. Sky Kings for Will Ospreay. What is Sky Kings? Hello darkness, my old friend. But anyway, that's the ranking system, so let's hit it off. Let me get my mobile device out. So this all started with a tweet from none other than the man that wants to burn it down. Burn it down. He retweeted the WWE tweet. The WWE tweet said WWE superstars look to kick butt and tag names at a WWE stomping grounds. He retweeted to that live this Sunday at 7, but he retweeted it. Seth retweeted it saying best pro wrestling on the planet, period. And after Stomping Grounds, one of the worst pro wrestling events that they added, but anyway, I digress, because he tweeted this straight after Stomping Grounds. Doubling down, best pro wrestling on the planet. See that Cruiserweight triple threat? Yeah, I did. And that's just one night, one match amongst the many. Find anyone else alive who does as well as they do, as often as they do. You can't. Hashtag WWE Stomping Grounds. Hashtag Universal Champion at WWE. See, this is where it gets a little bit spicy. And it's this that we see Will Ospreay, the Sky King, up on the distance. He comes there and just retweets it and says, I'm alive. Meaning by I can do what they do, but I can do it better. This is when the man that burns it down, the Architect, replies back straight with a savage one itself. It said, hold on a quick second, it needs to get the light back on. But anyway, he said, I'm sorry little guy. Like he's the one to talk about little guy. Anyway, I'm sorry little guy. We've already had a better version of you, and he just won the first United States title tonight. His first United States title tonight. What's in this? Anyway, I digress. He says, congratulations at the King Ricochet. Keep working hard, buddy. So this is where it got me confused. Calling Will Ospreay little guy is like calling me fat. Alright? It's complete lies. After all, I'm just covered in muscle. I'm the one that trained Cage, okay? And Will Ospreay is bigger than you. I want to bring up unsensical points. That's it. We've gone from a different ranking now. I burned it down, put it out. Then we see, out of nowhere, we see a Will Ospreay not even retweet it. He just made a straight out tweet. It's like a proper shoot towards him. Fact of the day, Will Ospreay has wrestled more matches in 2019 than at WWE Rollins. Catch up, little guy, and he has one of those Obama ones where he kisses the mic then drops it. I had to show it there because I was a bit thirsty anyway. And it's at this point, yes, that we get another contender to the match, but he just gets straight away eliminated like a battle royale. He rolls in the ring, gets taken out straight away by Will Ospreay because Baron Corbin just came out of nowhere and said, most important fact, Baron Corbin has wrestled more matches in 2019 than Will Ospreay. Another fact, I don't actually know who you are, just wanted to be a part of this convo. Then he had a little gentleman walking through the fire, but you see, you got burned down. Why would you want to put fire behind you? Anyway, then Will Ospreay replies back with, no wonder why Raw sucks. But fun fact for me, I've eaten more than Will Ospreay, Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin all the year. You don't see me tweeting about it. Or am I? That's spicy, huh? And then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins replies back to Will Ospreay's original tweet saying that he wrestled more than him in 2019, and he said back, I mean, if you want to talk numbers, we can compare bank accounts too. P.S. That's counting a month off with a broken back. Thumbs up, buddy. Like, serious, you have to bring numbers into this. I've got $10, you don't see me bragging about it. And then we are back to Will Ospreay replying to Seth Rollins about the bank account thing and reviewing and just bragging about the cash. He replied back, you love adding stuff, don't you? Don't you?
Ladies, let's go.
No, I'm not going to go into that song, I don't have the rights anyway. I mean, the original question was, find anyone else alive who does what I do as well as I do it, as often as I do it. And Will Ospreay, he answered that question, but Seth turns it around. But anyway, Will Ospreay goes on to say even more, no talk of money, no talk of Ricochet. You said anyone. Here I am, just as good, just as consistent. Hope the back heals up. See, now we've got a problem. You've got this wonderful match that's New Japan versus WWE. It's going to close as close as it gets anyway. But you have Will Ospreay that's hitting a WWE wrestler with facts. As we know, WWE does have no logic, as you would have seen when Roman got helped by The Undertaker, when Roman's the one that destroyed The Undertaker. But anyway, Seth Rollins, I'm not too sure what he's thinking at this point, but it was getting spicy, and this is when I took another sip. See, I thought I'd just add this one in because I thought it was funny. Out of nowhere, someone tweeted, yeah, this is what I want to see on a wrestling show, a tug of war. At I Am Jericho, can you please save us? And they put a little picture of Braun and Bobby in a tug of war match. I giggled a bit. And then out of nowhere, we just saw Chris Jericho retweet this and saying hashtag best wrestling on the planet. Chris Jericho reminds me of that cool uncle that everyone has at that party that rocks up. He's got the very long hair, just the unusual jacket, scarf, but he also rides a Harley, which is the good part. Yeah, like, I wouldn't even know why you guys are like complaining or anything, you know, he's bigger than him. It's not even real wrestling. Even what I found funny was Seth Rollins got called out by Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer just wrote, -6 stars, Seth. And then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins goes -6 stars, Dave. If it's anyone that deserves a -6 stars, it's Chris Jericho. How can you talk shit about your Shield brother? Come on, you were part of the Shield, weren't you? So you go and just talk crap about a faction member. We haven't seen that before. Dave Meltzer wasn't the only person that Seth Rollins wanted to take out as well. He had Will Ospreay on the mind, he couldn't take him out, so he took out Dave Meltzer. And Dave Meltzer's not much of an opponent, he's just a critic. But anyway, Seth curb stomped him down since his freaking stomping grounds thing wasn't as good as what he expected. But anyway, we digress. Seth Rollins, out of nowhere, he got retweeted by a guy named Wade Keller, even has a verification tick. I'm getting, yeah, Not even halfway and I can feel the power. Anyway, this isn't a good tone at all. If he wants to get people to love good wrestling regardless of the brand feel good wood.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Feel goodwill towards WWE's strengths and its vocal leader. Buddy, little guy, disappointing and character defining, fine consideration. Yes. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. This is a heel Corbin promo content. Bit of one of these ones. Bit of upset one. Why Seth retweets that, goes after him and says, I don't care about goodwill. Not goodwood, how I fucked it up in the other one. I care about goodwill. Wade, I care about respect. And if some kid who thinks he's got it all figured out wants to step to me, stomp. He's gonna get patted on the head and sent on his way, and so will you. Purely utterly destructive. He destroyed Dave and Wade. That's a 2 combo. Why is this one harder to rip? You had Brian Alvarez that added into it. Someone tells Seth, since he blocked me on Twitter, to delete it and get off. And that's probably best for Seth, because he doesn't have much good rebuttals. And if he's calling someone a little guy and he's proved that he's a little guy on the internet, I don't know what to say, but nah, we're ending this on a good note. And there you go, that was Twitter Feuds itself. It was Will Ospreay up against Seth Rollins. If I have to say who won this was easier. Will Ospreay was just saying that he wants to step up to the comp, and then straight away he's like, mate, you gotta have money before you enter the comp. But we look through the whole situation. Will versus Seth, it was entertaining, but also it was a bit frustrating because it made a top guy that's wearing the universal red trap to look weak on the Twitter. Even your man can back it up when your man slaps you on the yeah, you know what. But anyway, you know what to do. If you like what you see, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you don't like what you see, don't give it a thumbs down, just leave it. Why are you even watching in the first place? And in the famous words of me, yes!